Hello, my name is Arnold, and today we are going to be making gummy bears. So enjoy! Okay, now we go to ingredients. So the first ingredient is gelatin. It looks like sand, but this is gelatin. So you can get these easily in the supermarket. Um, exact measurements will be in the description down below, or will be added in the end of the video. They will be in metric. So sorry, imperial users, but it will be in metric measurements. The next thing you will need is some citric acid. Yes, this is citric acid. This is the exact amount that you need. It looks a bit like bath salts, but you can probably find them in the supermarket. And then the next thing you will need is some jelly powder, possibly the jelly flavoring. I don't know. Just go to the store and ask for jelly powder. An added note: the gelatin is unflavored, I think. The next thing that you will need will be some corn syrup. This will be added as a sweetener and possibly hardener, but this is crucial. The original recipe requires liquid glucose, but for some, liquid glucose might be hard to procure. So this is the best. So you can alternatively use corn syrup. Now this is the smallest bottle they have, and you won't be needing a lot. So yeah, it doesn't cost that much anyway, so it's fine. And the next thing that you will need will be this. This is food coloring plus flavoring. So what this does is to color the food and give it a taste. This is the only one I have. It's pineapple. I don't necessarily like pineapple, but it's the only one I have. And the next thing we have is water, of course. It's essential. You will need ice water and normal room temperature water. And the next thing you will need is some vegetable oil. This is not to be put in the jelly, but this is just to brush it so it doesn't stick a lot. The next thing you will need is some silicone. Now, it doesn't have to necessarily be this. It just have to be a silicone mold. But it comes with this. So use this and use it. If you use this, it will be easier to put it in. And of course, the measuring cup. This is the exact measuring cup that I use because it's exact. Okay, then now we go. Okay, and now we begin. As you can see, there is already gelatin on the pan, and that was me grabbing the bottle, and now there's cold water. The appropriate amount of cold water, the required amount, of course. And there's me pouring the jelly packet. I'm also doing this also by holding the gimbal. Sorry, not gimbal, the tripod for the camera of my phone. No, that's my caretaker now. Pouring the jelly powder into the place, into I think a pan of some sort. And now she's stirring it with a whisk. Now, originally, I didn't know what was going to happen when it was going to be mixed. I thought it was just going to be a bit of a runny mess. But then it started to grow this little flaky stuff that looked a bit like baked goods. So we added a little more water to make it a little more, shall we say, a bit more, looks a bit, to make it look a bit more like jelly. And that's why we're just shaking it. That's her shaking it because we just whisk instead of a spoon. After this, we put it on a stove after mixing it for a while. We didn't actually mix it for 10 minutes, but that actually didn't matter at all. And just I'm continuing whisking and whisking and whisking again until it'll all be put in a stove. Now we're just watching. That's just her shaking it so it gets out there quietly. And now we've come to the other part, which is the adding of the sugar and the corn syrup. Now, as you can see there's a lot of corn syrup. I put about 70 milliliters of corn syrup and some sugar, but it wasn't actually enough. And of course, I put the appropriate amount of room temperature water. Different from ice water, it's different. And now it's being mixed thoroughly. Now, this actually, we didn't need to put any more water in because it actually looked, in my mind at the time, it actually looked proper. As you can see, the pan we're using is a bit beat up. That's because we're afraid of damaging the actual good pans. And now we'll come to the mixing process. Now that's mixed with this that has been heated up for a few while. And now it's going to be whisked for a long time until it simmers. It didn't actually take quite a while. It actually just took 5 minutes. A few minutes. Apologies for the dirty kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen's a bit grody. And now I think she'll be adding, she's adding the food coloring and flavoring. Now, I don't particularly like pineapple. Oh, sorry, that's the citric acid. That's the citric acid. Now, she's mixing it, and after this, that's the food dye and food flavoring. She's mixing it so that it mixes well, I think. I don't know about the chemical process here, but I actually made a backup plan just in case it failed. So now she's adding the drops of food coloring and food flavoring. Now, as you can see here, she's putting what seems to be yellowish color. Now, that is pineapple flavor. Now, as I said earlier in the video, I don't like pineapple. But it's the only one we have, and it's either this or pandan. And I don't like the thought of pandan gummy bear. I just think it looks, pandan is better off in a cake. Now, we whisk that for a while. And then I think after this, we just drop it into, now the mold. Now, you see me grabbing the pipette and then, trying to drop it into the mold. This is the first time I'm doing it, so you don't be hypercritical. Now, see, that it's a bit hard, but that's good. And I overspilled it. And yes, I overspilled it. Great, just great. And now she's handling it. And as you can see, she's doing it properly, although she's a bit terrible at it, but it's first time. I actually want to make this recipe again, but the problem is I don't know where to procure citric acid or that jelly powder stuff. I think you can find instant jelly, but here we go. This is just her dropping the stuff, and after this is probably the time lapse because this actually took quite a while. Probably a few minutes. I think we just have to wait until the bubble. The problem is we don't know how to solve the bubble issue. It kept bubbling over. Some kept bubbling over. Some kept bubbling. Oh, and as you can see here, we forgot to put the vegetable oil. After a few hours, it was actually cool and ready to eat. We didn't actually need to wait a day. Then I figured out the problem, because the problem was this thing didn't have enough sugar on it, so it wasn't sweet. It didn't taste good. It just tasted like those sugar-free gummy bears, but instead it doesn't make you want to go to the toilet. So as you can see here, she's putting it there and putting it in the fridge. We also forgot to put vegetable oil on the other one, but it didn't actually matter. Okay, it's about 24 hours from when we started the video, and now is the result. Here it is. This is the entire yield that is not completely broken or I haven't eaten yet. We actually, from the ingredients, we actually filled both of the molds and a shot glass. Seriously, we filled an entire shot glass full of jelly, and actually after 2 hours it actually began to harden. So you didn't actually need to wait about 24 hours. Just 2 hours was enough to basically put for the jelly to basically how do I say this, to harden basically. So it took about 2 hours or so, or 2 or 3 hours, and it already hardened. I tested them previously and they weren't sweet. They weren't sweet at all. Okay, fine, let me try it. One of them now. It's rather sticky, that's because I forgot the vegetable oil. And oh yeah, this is the one I botched up. And it makes my fingers sticky. Oh great. Oh great, it makes my fingers sticky. Well, this is not that kind of a fail. This is not a fail in my eyes. It's not a fail because we actually made gummy bears, but yeah, it tastes weird and it's not good. So if you intend to make it, follow the recipe. Just follow the recipe. Trust me. Just follow the recipe or get enough sugar or whatever. and follow the recipe. Don't try to alter it, because remember on the process, actually, if you would actually rewind the video, you can actually see me during the mixture of the gelatin, the jelly powder, and water. You can actually see that it began to thicken. Now, I think we shouldn't have put on more water. I think we should just let the amount of water and boil it. We should have just let it like that. Let it be like that. And instead, we just let it gloop like that and then put more water so it became more runny. I think that's what resulted in it being so squishy. And of course, I forgot to put vegetable oil and it made it sticky, as you can see previously. So it's a bit to eat. It's a bit of a hassle to eat. And of course, it's not that. And of course, since it's natural products and has no preservatives, it's gonna pretty much rot in probably a few days. So I'll probably just eat a handful of them and it's done. So in conclusion, I made gummy bears. I didn't follow the recipe and I screwed up bad. Well, not bad until I don't get it, but it's like, it's good enough that it poses as gummy bears, but it's not, gummy bears. It's not that good. So yeah, thanks for watching. The instructions will be after this.